Vlogging was one of the last types of content that I expected to be generated by AI and actually be good.
Okay, so we're in the middle of an active firefight, people are screaming, stuff's exploding, and Greg's over there building the damn snowman.
Okay, so I told y'all to trust the process, but no, y'all wanted to stay in Egypt stacking bricks.
But this is not the type of AI influencers that are pretending to be real people. These ones are actually creative, original, and great storytelling.
Today I'll be teaching everyone how to fish with dynamite, mates.
In this video, I'm going to show you a couple of mind-blowing examples of these vlogs created in VO3. We're going to look at elements that get them millions of views, and then I'll tell you why you probably shouldn't bet your career on making AI vlogs.
Okay, so we're in the middle of an active firefight, people are screaming, stuff's exploding, and Greg's over there building the damn snowman. Bro, I've had enough. I'm getting the f out of here. I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Dude, we are so dead.
I think I disabled the shields instead of the landing gear.
Cool. Love that for us.
This is one of my favorites, and it's clever because it uses a helmet to mask any problems that might arise from imperfect lip sync. And it's very flexible because you can actually change dialogue in post and it will still work within the confines of the story. Obviously, the elephant in the room here is that it's a recognizable character, but it's also owned by Disney.
Lost Greg. I swear he was right behind me. I turned around for 1 second and he was gone.
Man, Greg really has to stop getting in trouble.
If you actually try to do this yourself in VO3, if you type in "make me a vlog of a StormTrooper," it's not going to work because it has guardrails for copyright infringement. There are ways around it. You can prompt in a way that doesn't mention any trademark terms. So instead of saying Imperial Stormtrooper, you can say an Imperial soldier dressed in a white bodysuit with a white helmet. You get my drift. We want to watch this because this is a recognizable character with decades of history at this point, and we've never seen a movie or TV series about their lives. The episode 7 promised us that sneak peek, but never actually delivered. I really hope Disney realizes the value of these clips for their brand, because Star Wars was created by fans. This whole universe has been built by millions of people contributing online, by endless books, by expanded universes, by cosplay. This is an insane opportunity to bring Star Wars, which has been declining for years now, back into the mainstream. And guess what? These characters, if they are created by fans, they can say whatever they want. They can use the language that's a little bit out there, that's funny. Something that, as a brand, you wouldn't really approve.
Today's prank, I snuck dynamite into these knuckleheads' firewood. Stand back, mates.
All right. Bit more than I expected. Still funny though.
This is great. The Australian accent really adds to the character of the gorilla. And this style of vlog works because of the editing. VO3 couldn't create this on its own. It takes a person with a little bit of taste and understanding how to tell a story in under 20 seconds to construct a narrative that has a clear enough setup where you didn't have to watch any previous videos, but from the first frame, you get the context of the character. Then we have a little bit of anticipation before the explosion. And then we have the resolution, which is the reaction of the gorilla.
Today I'll be teaching everyone how to fish with dynamite, mates.
Yeah, so the process is pretty simple, mates. Light the dynamite and just chuck it in. That was successful, we caught a fish.
But as great as it is, getting millions of views, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, which means that people will love watching it enough to come back for more, it's not really creating any type of brand that might survive long term. And there are a couple of reasons for that. First, there's nothing in this that somebody else can replicate in 3 minutes. You do not own the voice or the character, and it's really hard to make it something that's very unique to you. And there will be copycats creating the same exact thing, prompting the same exact character with this Australian accent, and this is going to diminish the long-term value. However, not everything needs to be monetized. If we look at this as an art project of sorts, or a new meme.
Well, this is just marvelous, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, she's a beauty.
Then we have gold on our hands. I can already imagine thousands and thousands of new memes, new formats that we couldn't have thought of before.
Guys, me and Aaron just got inside the palace. We're about to ask Pharaoh to let our people go. No idea how this is gonna go, but wish us luck. Okay, we just left the meeting. We asked, he laughed, said no one's going anywhere. Anyway, the fight goes on.
Pharaoh, if you're watching this, this is your last chance. Let the people go, or it's gonna rain, hail, frogs, whatever.
Hashtag let my people go.
He let us go, then changed his mind. Now he's sending soldiers. We're literally running to the sea right now. We just got here, sea in front, army behind, no way out, everyone's freaking out. Let's see what God tells us to do. Guys, the sea literally opened up. I'll explain later, we're walking through now. And no, this path isn't on Google Maps.
These Bible vlogs are going viral, and for a reason. First of all, it's a Bible story married to a new language and new conventions. So maybe this is a way to get the new generation to actually care about these old stories. And this doesn't just apply to the church. One of the main factors in these vlogs working is the recognizability of them. The clips are not perfect, and the consistency between the scenes might be pretty poor sometimes, but we are very much used to subpar quality content on YouTube and TikTok. And when I say subpar quality, I mean production-wise. Because it used to be, a couple of years ago, that a filmmaker would scold you for a microphone sticking out of your t-shirt. Nowadays, people talk like this when they film. They show the microphone. It's part of the sketch. It's part of the aesthetic. This is the 2025. Whether you agree with this or not, this is working on social media. And speaking of quality, while yes, it's not as consistent as a sketch with real people would be, a year ago, the same vlog would be a couple of guys wearing blankets, and everything else would be just make-believe, pretend, pieces of cardboard, or no decorations at all. Because we didn't care. It was about the jokes, the story, the creativity in the whole thing. And right now, this experience is pretty immersive. For all its faults, as long as the action is moving forward, the story is unfolding in an interesting way, and you sprinkle in some jokes, I would say this is probably elevating the quality of sketches that we're gonna see on YouTube going forward.
Oh my God, the Waymos are fighting back!
This video is emphasizing the advantage of speed. Producing a clip that's so timely and responding to something that happened literally yesterday would have been impossible before. Now we can make these memes, vlogs, social commentary, and convey the message while it's hot. Shooting and producing something like this before wouldn't have been worth the effort, because the story would have already frozen cold by the time you would shoot something like this. Casey Neistat being on a skateboard, but this time it's a Yeti. And back when Casey was still vlogging, there were so many copycats. People literally copying the sunglasses, skateboards, trying to become Casey Neistat. So this makes me think of the critique that people have towards AI copying somebody else. Nowadays, people just copy Mr. Beast. From a technical perspective, this clip is incredible when you look at the coherence and cohesion of objects. Look at those cabs going behind the hot dog stand. Look at the pigeons getting scared by the skateboard. This whole scene just makes sense. There is a world created inside of it. I have no doubt that this technology is going to actually explode our creativity. These are unique angles and ideas that, while yes, remix the ingredients from other artists, they're not that different from you and I creating a video based on something that inspired us. We learn from others. We take camera from here, storytelling from there, and make a piece of compelling content. And as entertaining these clips are, I wouldn't advise anyone to try to build a channel based on these. If you want to build a channel that people subscribe to and they want to follow, there needs to be some recognizable elements. There needs to be either a person or a format, but something that cannot be easily copied by somebody else. Because these videos literally cost close to nothing for the entertainment value that they provide. And that means we're going to be flooded with AI vlogs. The best ones are going to continue. For how long, we don't know. Maybe this is a fad. Maybe this is going to produce an amazing amount of new memes that we're going to keep sharing for decades to come. Or people get tired of this and jump on a new trend. If you base your whole brand or channel off of a trend, it might be very, very hard to keep your audience engaged. So, technically amazing, creative, funny, great storytelling, and I cannot wait to create some of these clips myself now that VO3 is finally available in Europe. But let's just wait for this trend to be hijacked by the brands, and then we know it's really over. All right, see you in the next one.